News. Well, the Chief Minister of Delhi, Arvind Kejriwal, has decided to meet the people of the capital to redress their grievances. He and his cabinet will hear out people on Saturday from 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. and try to solve their problems, after which a minister will hold such consultations on a day-to-day basis.
दिल्ली सरकार के जितने मंत्री हैं, इंक्लूडिंग द चीफ मिनिस्टर, सातों के सातों लोग सचिवालय के सामने वाली सड़क पे बैठेंगे और ताकि कोई भी एंट्री बैरियर, एक्सेस बैरियर ना हो, कोई भी वॉक इन कर सकता है, कोई भी आ सकता है अपनी समस्या को लेके। सुबह 9:30 बजे से 11 बजे तक बैठेंगे हम लोग। तो जनता का स्वागत है, करेंगे।
So the big question we are asking tonight is Delhi government's sting formula an effective way of checking corruption? To discuss that, we are joined by Brijesh Kalappa, Congress spokesperson, Dr. Jagdish Mukhi, BJP leader and former finance minister in the Delhi government, Atishi Marlena, Aam Aadmi Party leader, and Arun Bhagat, a former IPS officer who's also served as a Delhi police commissioner. I welcome you all to Newsnight. I'll begin with you, Ms. Marlena. Is asking citizens to carry out sting operations an effective way of checking corruption, according to you?
Actually, we have to look at this as the first step in combating corruption. This is not the last step. So as a first step, what we have introduced is a measure that people can actually contact by the anti-corruption...
but the name of the complainant is being recorded by the helpline.
Yes, but of course, the anonymity would be maintained.
Okay, you are saying anonymity will be maintained. Dr. Mukhi, do you think asking citizens to carry out sting operations really help in checking corruption in Delhi?
I don't think so. It might create little fear for some days. Otherwise, if we really want to check the corruption, we have got all these departments already there. And even after this giving this helpline, you have to depend upon those very procedures and those very officials have to deal it.
But what you have is supportive evidence. After the sting operation, the AAP government says what you have is supportive evidence. It may not be the primary evidence, it may not be the main evidence, but the investigating agencies
had they not given this
helpline, at least,
had they not been given, even otherwise people were doing it. Anti-corruption department was functioning. People were being, government employees were being arrested.
Was it really functioning, Mr. Mukhi? According to the complaints that have been lodged between 2007 and 2010 with the anti-corruption department, the maximum number of complaints have been against Delhi police personnel, followed by the MCD. So the Delhi police is the most corrupt department according to official figures, followed by the MCD, which is again controlled by the BJP, we know. Right. So was the system really working?
No. Question is what our point of discussion is whether this helpline is going to solve this problem. I say no.
But the problem exists.
Problem exists, and there is anti-corruption department, there is a vigilance department of the MCD, there is a anti-corruption department of NDMC, anti-corruption department of Delhi government, and people have been going to CBIs also, and many officials have been suspended, removed from the jobs. Question is, this is something just to create some consciousness among the public, they should come forward. And it will be, as the figures are being given, this is immediate effect. You will see after some days, it will be a populist
measure. That's what you are claiming. Yes, it's a populist measure. There is a problem, but this does not
won't help
offer a solution
to curb the this corruption. For that, after curbing the corruption, all these departments, what I mentioned, are already there in every government, in every local bodies also.
Okay. Right? There are departments like this. There are anti-corruption departments in every department, in every state government. But do you welcome the fact that the Delhi government, for the first time ever in Delhi, has come out with a helpline like this in which active public participation is being invited?
You see, the Congress party firmly believes that there has to be a proper framework in order to contain corruption. And this proper framework was began by having created an RTI system.
As well, because the system needs to change.
Dr. Mukhi, this shows political will, Atishi is saying.
What I say, they are trying to create a hype that they have come in the power, they want to do something. It's for that purpose. Otherwise, what she suggested is the same method. You give them some notes with the chemicals, etc. All it is being done earlier also. So nothing new in that. After all these departments, even in this, they can go to CVC also. Everywhere chance is given to the they have been going, I say. What they want to give it, they are trying to create some hype on this, that we have come and we are giving something, we have given this number. This number is not going to help them. Real thing is, even after that, you have to deal the cases, you have to prove the cases.
Right.
And that all these agencies are there.
While that is true, what is also true, Dr. Mukhi, is that day before yesterday, the Chhattisgarh government has launched an anti-graft helpline.
Yeah.
So the AAP may argue that we have put out another helpline. So why are you questioning this helpline when you're not questioning the Chhattisgarh government's helpline?
I'm not questioning. You have called us for discussion. I'm giving you my opinion about it. I'm giving you my clear opinion about it.
So by the same logic, the Chhattisgarh government helpline should also not yield much?
I don't think so. I am of this opinion that these, our agencies, we have to see that these agencies function over there. Not that earlier cases were not being brought to before the agencies. We have to make them active. We are trying to.
And there have been so many transfers. 800.
We were trying to bring
800 personnel have been transferred in the Delhi Jal Board. 800 officers or other workforce, all included, have been transferred in the Delhi Jal Board. 3 DJB personnel have been suspended. There has been a major reshuffle that has happened twice since the Aam Aadmi Party government has come into power.
I didn't do that. When I was a minister, I also suspended 8 persons in the VAT department on the same day, one visit. I was not doing all this. Question is that ministers, they are willing. If they have got political will, they will do it. And agencies are there. And what they have to do is that they have to make these active. These agencies have to be brought active.
Okay.
Otherwise, it will be simply, you have given one additional line. Earlier lines are also there.
Mr. Kalapa, I'll give you the last word on this, on a statement that Arvinder Singh Lovely had made yesterday, that while governments all across the country have acted on their own people, indicted in such sting operations, the Aam Aadmi Party hasn't acted on those people who were caught on tape, so to say, willing to accept cash as donations without receipt and willing to then readjust them as salaries of AAP volunteers. Why was that statement made?
You see, this is a constant fear which voted out, that's a different matter, but let Delhi not stop.
So is Delhi being stopped, or are we moving towards a system which is more transparent and accountable? The jury is in fact out on that one. On that note, I thank you all, Brijesh Kalapa, Dr. Jagdish Mukhi, Atishi Marlena and Arun Bhagat for joining us on News Night tonight. It remains to be seen whether the sting formula that has been adopted by the Delhi government will be an effective tool in fighting corruption, or will it simply turn Delhi citizens into whistleblowers and will not yield as much result as has been anticipated. We'll move to a break now, but remember you can catch all the latest news from the world of politics, sports and business at DD News Twitter handle. It is DD News Live round the clock. We'll be back in a bit. Please don't go anywhere.